Hello. That was weird. Did you see that? Froggy?
Ah! Hi.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I didn't see the video.
I saw the video.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
That was weird. But we are here today to talk about Stargirl. Yes, that show that we love. And we are excited to talk about it today. And big revelations are going to be here because Eclipso's reign of terror continues. Dun, dun, dun.
Before we get into that, I wanted an announcement to make. We will no longer be live on Tuesdays. Starting next week, we'll be live on Wednesdays.
Yes, and starting next week, we will be doing all the CW shows that you know and some of you love on Wednesdays because Batwoman is moving. So we will start the day off reviewing Stargirl and Supergirl, and then at 9 o'clock, about 9:05, we will be doing Batwoman.
Yep. So CW Wednesdays.
Yes.
Or Women Power
CW
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, yes.
Woman Power Wednesdays.
Womanly
like Wednesdays. Wednesday night women. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this review. Can you hear me?
Yes. Let's get into the review.
You're a little fuzzy on my end, but.
All right. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, how about you go ahead and start us off, and I will try to fix my situation.
Well, I just want to say this whole episode is pretty much Eclipso-centric. It starts off, there's a storm, and we get Courtney's mom. She's at the place, at where she works. They're basically sending everybody home because the storm's real bad. She drives home, and then her car dies in the middle of the storm. It's weird because it's like it was normal, fine, just kind of lightning, thunder, and then the downpour, this instant downpour. As Puppetine pointed out, she's basically in Florida. Goes from sunny to raining.
Yes.
Instant. Yep. We see in the back of her car. Yeah. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
In the back of her car, we see. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. It seemed like your communication's gone off. But continue.
What I was going to say is we see as Icicle is in the back. Yes, and he begins kind of taunting her, saying, I loved you, I really loved you, and you've done this to me. And then we get to see we get to hear the Shade telling her, this is a nightmare, you need to wake up. And so eventually she's able to start the car again, and they go ahead and drive off. Did all that come in clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Also, we get to see as Mike is he's getting stuff ready for the storm to go in the basement. He gets sleepy bags, but then he gets really chilly.
Well, before that, he grabs a big bag of Cheetos, and his dad's like, "What are you doing?" I'm not taking those. He's like, "You said we're gonna be on there for months, for weeks. I'm packing the essentials. This is essential food." Another Mike joke about him being hungry, eating all the time. But continue.
Yes. So Mike, because it's really chilly. He's getting stuff together and he's calling for his dad, Pat, who's down below in the basement at the moment. But then he hears a knock at the door. Who's there? He goes and checks, and who does he see but Icicle's son?
Cameron.
And he comes in, and everything seems normal. Yeah, Cameron.
And this is
normal for a minute.
I want to say this is kind of where it gets kind of confusing because I said to you, I wonder if it's gonna be turn out where this isn't Eclipse. This actually is Cameron coming in, and he found out because, as far as we know, that the what's her name is still out there somewhere. Well, we saw. Well, actually, no.
Yes.
Sorry. Artemis. I don't know if we're ever gonna see Artemis again, but I hope that we do. But obviously just we know that his
She's run away.
grandparents know about what happened. They know that their son was murdered by the JSA. So eventually that's gonna exit above. But anyway, Cameron comes in, kind of starts talking to him, and then talks about like, so how old are you? 15. He's like, wow, you had an extra like 7 years with your mom, but well, technically it's not your mom because your mom left you. This is your stepmom. He's getting all cynical and creepy. Now, keep in mind, Brainwave is in the back of Courtney's mom's car. So there's, and
Yes.
Eclipso's been messing with everybody. He messed with Rick's mind. He messed with Beth, tried to mess with Beth last episode. So this is Eclipso trying to go one by one, taking him down. Mike's is in there. He's got a jacket. He's got a fire. Sorry, did you want to say something?
No. Go ahead.
Are you going to delay? I feel like you're on a delay.
I might be a little bit on a delay, but no, it's okay. Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, so in there, Mike starts a fire. And it's kind of shocking that nobody's come up and because they're all in a hurry to go down to basement, Cordy and all of them, and they had to. So we're all focused on Mike. Cameron starts talking to him, and kind of getting creepy. And then Cameron, basically says well, he basically attacks him. He puts the fire out. He's gonna kill him. Mike tries to stab him with the fireplace rod, but then Cameron grabs it, starts freezing it. Mike drops it, and then all of a sudden we get I think his name is Buddy, the dog, the bulldog comes in, and he starts barking at Cameron. Cameron turns around, and this is where if you're squeamish about dogs getting hurt, put earmuffs on right now, because
our friend Rob at the Extreme Movie Show, he's running away.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, spoiler. The dog gets blasted by an icicle blast and dies. We don't see it. It's off camera. I can only imagine how triggering it would be if they showed it on TV, turning into a popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then Cameron is about to attack him, kill him with the blast. Courtney comes up with the staff, and he sees the light, and he wakes up. He's like, we gotta go. Cameron's trying to get. He's like, there's no one here, Mike. You're by yourself. Then we flash down to the basement. You want to talk about what Pat's going on, Pat?
Oh! The dog's not really dead, though. We should mention that.
Well, yeah.
It's an illusion.
Yep. It's all Calypso.
In the basement is really where I'm excited to talk about. Why? Because Pat has been having flashbacks, and I think Eclipso is giving him these flashbacks to when they were handling Eclipso the first time. And we get to see at the funeral for Rebecca McNider, Dr. Midnight's daughter, and the team is trying to figure out how they're going to handle it. And the Shade actually shows up at the funeral and talks to Sylvester, which is a Starman, and ultimately tells him they have to kill the host. So Bruce Gordon, who discovered Eclipso, and brought the Black Diamond over to the States, they have to kill him.
Yeah, you talk about the funeral?
Yeah.
About who's all there?
Oh, yes. I was about to bring it up because soon after they bring it up to the JSA, and only 4 members kind of remained.
Well, they're at the funeral. They're all in there at the Dr. McNider's daughter's funeral, the small little casket. You see them all show up. It's what's his name? Wildcat Ted. And then you have Dr. Midnight, and then you have Hourman, and you have Starman and Stripesy. They're all there. Because that's when we see it goes leave a shade. But before that, we see what's his name come in, and it's who we've been waiting for, John Wesley Shipp. If you don't know who that is, he is Jay Garrick on the Flash. Now he's in here too on the JSA, and I gotta say, him showing up. I kind of spelled this for myself because on Instagram I saw him posting this photo. Mm-hmm. All together in the suit, so I didn't know when it was going to happen in the season, but I know it's going to happen. Yep. I was really excited to see him, and he So after this, they talk about the whole voting on, because with the information, Starman says in order to stop him, the Shade said, you have to kill the host and we'll put the diamond away in a special box.
Yep.
That's the only way. And then they all vote, but Stripesy and Jay both say no because we signed up to basically stop criminals, not kill them. We're not a Avengers. We're not. They didn't say Avengers, but he said we're not. He said
we are not in this for vengeance.
Vengeance, that's what it's. Yeah, vengeance for justice. And I like that him and Stripesy are the only two because Jay would never hurt anybody. Jay always finds a way around, and Victor. Sorry, I can't call him Victor. I don't want Ted.
Sylvester.
Yeah. Ted, and our man, Rex. They both want to. They're like, this guy's messing with our kids. Let's kill him. One innocent life is not going to hurt anybody. And so I said, well, and I gotta say, Ted is a dick in this. He doesn't like the fact that he just hates Stripey. That Stripey asks questions. He's like, you're not even a part of the team. We're the ones that put our lives on the line. I'm thinking, dude, Stripesy has helped out the team more than they probably realize. More than the show gives credit to. Stripesy actually fought alongside them in the actual comics. He didn't just sit there. Yeah.
Wildcat has always seemed like an asshole.
Yeah, in the comics. Yeah. But
anyway,
so they vote, and it's 2-2. The last vote is with Sylvester. Sylvester says, I vote yes. And he's like, what? He's like, we have to do this, and it's like, so then later on, we see another flashback. He says, I want you to start the car up, and he's like, no, didn't you hear me? I voted no, says Stripesy. You're on your own, pretty much. But we know that's not the case because Stripesy, it doesn't have balls. Keeps and helps him out. But
Stripesy is the sidekick, and he really goes ahead and gets in that position.
He's the mechanic / chauffeur. That's pretty much they turned him into in this series, which I don't understand why. In his past, he was never really. Maybe I'm wrong. For those who are older, maybe that was. I believe Stripesy was more hands-on. He wasn't just a chauffeur. He didn't just drive in places.
No, but he was a mechanic. He was less.
Yeah. So obviously the robot didn't come much later.
Yep. So ultimately, this is when Starman says, "Get the car ready," and Stripesy does. And we flash to outside of Bruce Gordon's house as Stripesy is waiting outside, and Starman comes back, and he has a little blood on his star, and he admits, we shouldn't kill. The JSA shouldn't kill. And then he is haunted in the present by Eclipso because he sees Bruce Gordon saying that, they're going to get their comeuppance for killing. And then
he fires 6 shots at him with his revolver. I'm thinking, yeah, bro, you're holding a revolver. You only get 6 shots.
Yep. And then we see Pat wake up because Courtney's there.
Yep.
And then Pat divulges the truth.
But also, what's really cool about this scene was Pat's reminiscing. He pulled out all the old JSA files. You get to see more photos of the team.
Yeah.
Some more little trinket stuff. We missed it in the very beginning. We saw Bruce Gordon going through. It's so weird saying Bruce Gordon. It's like if James Gordon and Bruce would merge together and amalgamate. Anyway, we saw his book is The Amazing Adventures of Bruce Gordon. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to be
My
Greatest Adventures. Is that all that's supposed to be an Easter egg or what? To one of the titles?
Yes.
And I imagine so. But yeah, I thought this was kind of cool. What's going on so far in this? But then we get to see what aftermath, because Courtney finds out the truth, and she is devastated. And she goes up. She tells back, "You've been lying to me for weeks for this." And then she's like, "What is mom gonna think when I tell her?" And he's like, "Your mom knows." So then she runs upstairs, and then we see her yelling at her mom, and then it fades away. Out to outside, who's there? Puppetine laughing.
No, Eclipso and his child. And that's where it ends. So this episode the main team, Stripesy and Stargirl, it doesn't look good, and we don't know exactly what to expect. It's very upsetting. Addressing some of these comments, what happened in 2 for Tuesday? Well, the CW was stupid and moved Batwoman from Sundays to Wednesdays, and
in order to accommodate the best show on the CW, we had to move to Wednesdays.
Yes, so we will be doing everything on Wednesdays, but Marvel Team Up will still be coming out every Tuesday for a while, at least.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll get some. We might get another episode or something review on later on that night on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
That's still we're still in the discussions behind the scenes, but don't worry, we'll keep you updated. If you have questions, information, that's my Twitter handle, right there. It's right also there. It's also my Instagram handle. So if you need to get a hold of me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Life with Froggy.
Yep. And you can reach me at Twitter at Puppetine, and I believe it's Geeky Puppet Show on Instagram, and I am there. But that about does it. And I hear Froggy with his telepathy as he's been speaking to you, telling me to go ahead and get the ticker up. So
yes, I'm gonna throw a brick at you soon.
Mm-hmm. So we like this show. We love this show. We are ready for more and to see where it goes. And we also ask you to please like, comment, let us know what you think, and subscribe. We're trying to build those numbers up, so we need your help.
We are desperate for your cash so we can buy candy.
No, so we can buy comics. Yes, please.
Oh, that too. Yeah, comics, not candy, especially not candy. Yeah, give us money for comic books so we can read those, because those are fun. But sadly, they cost money. If you can only give $1, that's fine. Or if you can, that's cool. People who donate, if you don't donate money, you're not any cooler. You're not any less cooler than the people who do. But we do appreciate any donations to the channel.
And if you have a specific title you'd like us to read, well, go ahead and leave it with a tip, and we will put it to the top of the reading list for you. All right, I think that about does it. We will see you at 10:15 for Supergirl. See you soon. Bye!
You might as well eat at Joe's.